Hello everyone, welcome to my class. This is my first video in which I am covering the revision questions of first chapter of class 10th history, that is the rise of nationalism in Europe. This is on the demand of various viewers who have asked me to cover some of the important questions chapter wise. So in this video I'll be covering the first chapter of class 10th history, that is the rise of nationalism in Europe. Now let's start the topic. The first question is how the French revolutionaries created a sense of collective identity among the French people. Now for this one hint is, it is given on the page number 5, second paragraph of NCERT book. Very brilliantly various points are mentioned here. How the French revolutionaries have introduced the concept of La Patrie, Le Citoyen, how they adopted the tricolor flag, how French became the prime language in France, right? All these points which helped, these were the measures taken by the French revolutionaries to create a sense of collective identity among the French people, right? So you need to cover all these points which is given on page number 5. Now this is a very important question from board exam point of view. Many times it is asked in paper, right? Question number 2, what was the civil code of 1804? Civil code of 1804 is also called Napoleonic code, right? Some of the important changes introduced according to this code. Now when the civil code of 1804 comes in paper, we need to focus on one thing, that you need to write about the important changes that were introduced by Napoleon Bonaparte, right? And the hint is, you'll find this answer on page number 6 of NCERT book, in which very brilliantly it is given that how he abolished the feudal system, serfdom, and he introduced uniform administrative measures, right? So these were the points that you need to include in your answer. Now question number 3, what did liberal nationalism stands for? The hint is, it is given on page number 9 of the NCERT book. Now here, whenever liberal nationalism comes in paper, you need to write that how the liberal nationalism is, this concept is understood in different spheres, like in economic spheres, political sphere, and in social sphere. In social sphere, when equality is established in society, treating everyone equally, equal laws need to be made for everyone. Then in political sphere, it is the abolition of monarchy and government to be formed on the consent of the people, right? And in economic sphere means the freedom of the market from the control of rulers, and freedom on the movement of the goods and the capital. So these were the some of the important points that you need to mention under liberal nationalism, right? Now the next question is, what was the significance of the Congress of Vienna? Very important from exam point of view. Now as you know, when Napoleon Bonaparte was defeated, he was defeated by the combined forces of Britain, Austria, Prussia, and Russia. So after his defeat, a meeting was held in Vienna. Vienna is the capital of Austria, and this meeting was headed by Duke Metternich, the Chancellor of Austria. So in this meeting, in this Congress of Vienna, the future of the France was decided by these diplomats, right? And you'll find the answer on page number 10 and 11 of the NCERT book. Please find out the terms of Congress of Vienna. Now question number 5, what was Zollverein? Very important, sometimes it is asked in 2 marks question. A hint is, it is given on page number 10 in second paragraph of NCERT book. Now Zollverein was a custom union that was formed by the 39 German states. They have formed a custom union for themselves. It was called Zollverein, right? You'll find out more as I've told you. You'll find about Zollverein more on page number 10. Now question number 6, what was the significance of the Treaty of Constantinople? Right, any question on the Greek War of Independence, on the Treaty of Constantinople? You'll find it on page number 13, third paragraph of NCERT book, in which you'll come to know about how due to the Treaty of Constantinople, Greece emerged as an independent nation. Right, now the next question is, what was Romanticism? What was its significance? The hint is, you'll find about Romanticism on page number 13, 14 and 15. Various examples are given in the NCERT book, which is important from exam point of view. If you include these examples, Romanticism was basically cultural movement in which various mediums were used by the artists and the people to express their love for their nation. So examples are given on these pages. You will find out the examples, right? Now talking about the 8th question, what was the significance of the Frankfurt Parliament? Why it failed? Frankfurt Parliament, though it was a failure, but its significance was that first time the German people have taken an initiative to form a constitution for themselves. Right, this was the biggest achievement of them, right, and a step taken towards the unification, German unification. The process started. So it is given on page number 17, second para of NCERT book. Now next question is, describe the German unification. What role was played by army in its unification? Now about the German unification, you need to write about the Otto von Bismarck, who was responsible for the German unification, and with his army he fought 7-year wars with different powers, France, Denmark and Austria. Right, so you'll find the stuff on page number 19 of NCERT book. It is brilliantly given. Now next question is, describe the different stages of Italian unification. How different personalities were responsible for its unification. Now Italian unification, when it comes, you need to include the role of Giuseppe Mazzini, Count Cavour, Victor Emmanuel II and Giuseppe Garibaldi. Either question comes on a long question comes on the Italian unification completely, or different questions can come on these personalities, so you should know about them. Its hint is, you'll find the answer on page number 20-21 of NCERT book. Now talking about another question, that is how the United Kingdom formed, how its case was different from Germany and Italy. Now there was a strange thing that happened with the United Kingdom, because its case was different, totally different from Germany and Italy. It was not a sudden change that United Kingdom formed, but it took many years. It was a slow and gradual process that United Kingdom formed. You will find about the information given on page number 22 of NCERT book, in which you need to mention about how the Scotland became part of United Kingdom and the struggle of Ireland. Right, you need to write about the Act of 1707. Now next question is, define term allegory. Give 2 examples of allegory of European nations. Now allegory is basically the personification of an abstract idea. So the people they started depicting the nation by personifying the idea of nation into a female figure. Right, and for German nation, Germania and Marianne for the French nation are the examples. You'll find it in the on page 23 of NCERT book. Now apart from these questions, there are some other questions that you need to find out yourself, though I can tell you, but do some brain work. Right, and these questions can be asked in 1-mark questions. So here these questions are: who were Junkers? Right, who said when France sneezes, rest of Europe catches cold, and why? In which context this statement was used? Now who were called harbingers of liberty, and why? Which empire in Europe is called patchwork of different regions and people? Now these are certain important questions which are very important from exam point of view, and many times these questions are asked in board exam. So please take a note and to find out these answers, right, and do your preparation for your exam. All the best, and thank you for watching my video.